Hello again everyone, I'm Nez, but you're the people of Skyrim. Okay, this is the first video in a series of videos for the people of Skyrim Complete and Nexus mod packs. What I've done is, and I hope Nexus mod packs will accept this sort of bundle. I haven't really checked that one out, but I take it they will. I mean, it's the whole point, isn't it? But what this bundle is about creating a mod pack for people to use the people of Skyrim Complete that's never used the people of Skyrim Complete, or don't really know where to begin, or just want to use my preferred setup. Now, you know, like I say, a lot of people do feel intimidated with the people of Skyrim Complete, or feel they can't do much with the people of Skyrim Complete because people tell them they can't. A lot of people spread misinformation, deliberately or otherwise, or through lack of knowing about the people of Skyrim Complete. But that's by the by. I'm just saying, you know, you can do quite a lot with the mod. Okay, and so we're going to start with looking at my load order, and then we're going to go to Vortex and look at the full collection of mods. And then after I've done this, I'm going to start a brand new playthrough with the people of Skyrim Complete in this current load order. And I'm going to do this before I release this mod pack, so I know that it works, that there's no surprises, and that everything's polished off nicely. Okay, so I don't see the point of putting out such a big mod pack if it doesn't play well. You will need a certain amount of resources, and all the specs are in the description section of this video. Okay, if you still want to use this mod pack and you have lower specs on your PC, you might need to reduce some of the texture sizes and some of the scripts, and you know how much you're running. But I will be doing other mod packs, but for now this really is a comprehensive mod pack in terms of having a good foundation. Nearly every texture's been taken care of. We have some of the most obvious and favourite sort of mods to accompany the people of Skyrim Complete, and some that you may not be aware of as well. So anyway, let's dive in, and this is going to be a long journey, so there's no point trying to cram it in all in one go. Just join me, watch the vids if you're interested, and watch the coming streams, and we'll take this journey together, and you let me know what you think. Okay, so at the moment I'm running active regular plugins, which are 80. Now the normal amount of plugins you can run, if they're regular ones, are about, I think, 240. If I'm wrong at any time, then you can correct me in the comments section. Now going to the total plugins is 287, but as you can see, the active light plugins are 206, and most of those are patches, and that's why they're light. I believe actually the light plugin scenario was originally developed for Xbox. But of course it helps PC as well, because active light plugins aren't accounted for. They don't count as regular plugins, so you can run more plugins, essentially more mods, as long as they're active light ones. Once you get to 240 regular plugins, that's it, that's your limit. So I'm running a version, obviously, as you can see here, and I'm running 4s and my script extender, the CC content. TPOSC doesn't clash with the CC content at all, except for the fishing mod, and there's one small patch which you'll see at the end of this load order. Okay, so let's run through, and I'm just now going to pass through this quite quickly. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on this. You can look at this load order yourself, but this is the running load order for these mods with the people of Skyrim Complete and accompanying patches that accompany the people of Skyrim Complete. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. Okay, so you can see we got the unofficial, Majestic, Lux, Skyrim Underground, Lux Orbis, Faux Scale Worm's Tooth, Terrain Lod, like that, blends in nicely with the Parallax 2020 that I'm using, ground textures. Sims, Skyui, it's my lighting mods, JK, let's just get on with this. I equip, HUD and all the rest of it, menu mod. Okay, Violins. RS Children, there's a patch for the people of Skyrim Complete on that page, or on the patch page. Okay. Love blended roads, by the way. Excuse me. Go on. Run for your lives. It's important if you're using, if you're not going to use the people of Skyrim Complete Dragons patch. Okay. Blended roads, as I said. I love the Fluffy Works mod. Very good for the animals. That's my grass mod. Okay. Water for EMB. Statues, obviously. Now we come down to alternate start, and then Lux Via, which goes below that, but above the people of Skyrim Complete, because that's the exterior Lux Via. There's a patch then for the people of Skyrim Complete that precedes it. Okay, Better Vampires patch and weapons by myself for that mod. Then we get Lux, the interiors, and all those patches. Now we're going to run through those. Okay. And then my patches for 3D Trees, Skyrim Underground, the landscape in Next Gen, and the fishing patch for the CC content that I talked about. Now here is a TPOSC, Lux, Lux Via, Lux Orbis, alternate start and Foscar patch all in one, which you will find under the People of Skyrim Complete page, under the load order section, all the links to the patches for the People of Skyrim Complete. Once I've tested that, I'll upload that to PC, and it will go to Xbox as well, I would imagine. Insignificant object remover, water, and water free and B, darker LODs. Lux Orbis we're not using, if you look, the only one in this load order, because that's the patch I've recently made for Lux Orbis, but it's covered here for the People of Skyrim Complete, because that's a collective patch, that's an individual patch. And then DynDOLOD and the occlusion for the DynDOLOD. So that is the running load order for the People of Skyrim Complete. Okay, this is to be ignored because there is a a single patch for alternate start, live another life, and Foscar. But again, as I've just showed you, there's a collective patch, or a new patch for all these mods that I'm running. So this patch is a new patch for all of them, and it's an all-in-one, which I will upload soon once it's been fully tested. And we'll see if there's any errors when we get in game. Okay, I'm going to go to Vortex now, and I'm going to show you... Oh, shit. Hold on, sorry. I've got a bit of a bouncy mouse here and a crappy £10 keypad. I really need to upgrade this keypad and mouse because they're so temperamental. They're not very good quality, to be honest with you. For the tools I'm using, For's Text Gen for DynDOLOD, or DynDOLOD, sorry. Say it properly, XLOD Gen, and that's it. That's and that's the tools I'm using. Okay, into the mods themselves that I've got loaded. Let's scroll right up. And again, I'm not going to dwell on this too much. You can look at this at your leisure, all right? SE engine fixes, and it says SSE, but it's for AE. Okay, that's the AE one. Okay, I will double check that just in case I've got that wrong, but I'm quite sure I've got that right. Okay, Majestic Mountains main file. All right, lots of textures, 2 in 4K and 8K. Most of the 4Ks have been downsized to 2 because it's more than adequate, I find. The mountains I leave at 8, just because when I do tend to edit 8K textures or certain mountain textures, they seem to degrade quite badly. I don't know if that's just me or if my imagination, or if you find that as well. So I leave the mountains as they are, and because I've got a good GPU, so I can afford to do that. Okay, so again, running down these textures as well, just ignore the uninstalled for now. Okay, base object swapper, that reminds me of something I must do. Like I say, huge amount of collection of textures, and it runs really well. DynDOLOD, all that's required for that. And I've got CBBE for the female NPC textures and stuff like that. I'm also running physiques and other mods that I don't generally run myself or use myself, but I know people like these sorts of mods, so I've put them in so I can see how they work with the people of Skyrim Complete. There should be no issues because I don't touch that sort of stuff, but you know, I've put it in anyway. Love fluffy snow. Okay. Good animations from this guy or girl. And again, all the things, J containers, SC, all the things required for certain scripts that you run, you know, whether it's for animations or other stuff. Okay, all of JK's interior mods here. That's what I need to load. That's what the base swapper was for. I'm going to load this. Actually, I'm not going to load this up yet because I'm not sure if that clashed with DynDOLOD. Sorry. So I'm going to leave that for now. That's why I didn't load it up, because I got something a while back. I need to clarify some things before I use this mod. The LOD unloading bug fix by Wanking Skeever. I'm going to leave that for now, just for now. I'm running other cloud mods, so I don't need that. So again, just like I said, just ignore these. And the Papyrus extenders, Power 3, which is required, you know, AE for a lot of the scripts and that are being run, either for animations or other stuff. You all know the score. I'm not going to go on about them. You can either investigate them yourself if you don't know. You know, if you end up choosing to use this collections pack in the future. But I just want to run through this just so you can see all the different mods that I'm running. And you know, I get no signs of distress with my setup. And again, you can see the description of the graphics card and everything else I'm using in the video description section. Okay, you know, Skyui, various Skyui mods and fixes and so on. This is a quest mod. We'll check that out. Okay, as well. That's by me. Skyrim Underground patch. You see this file here. This is the TPOSC update patch. This is actually TPOSC 11.05, but the 11.06 is all the little touch-ups I've been making while I've been testing. So this obviously, the TPOSC 11.06 version will be updated for you when the mod pack goes live. So that's what that is, if you wonder what that is. Okay. And there you go. You know, Worm's Tooth. You know, other quest mods as well. Foscar. So you know, that is basically all the mods I've got installed. Most, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on there. So shall I just go in game quickly? Why not? So seeing actually, I haven't added SKSE. I should have added SKSE here, but okay. But that doesn't matter. But actually, no, I won't. What I think I'll do is, I think I will keep this as a separate file and reference for people. Actually, I think that's sensible. I'm not going to go in game on the stream, folks, or even start, because I think if I keep this video distinctly separate from any playthrough, it's an easy reference for people to look at. And if they want to, you know, have a chat with me about certain stuff, I can easily come back without having to scroll through any in-game footage. So that makes sense. So I think I'll leave it there. There's my running load order. There's, you know, what I'm running in Vortex, the tools and the mods. I'll leave it at that. And I'll see you in game with a new game start. And we'll see how this all plays out. And see if we get any issues at all. So I'm Nesbit. You're the people of Skyrim.